To designate an agent with the U.S. Copyright Office, begin by going to dmca.copyright.gov/login.html. Please read the notice to users and click Close when finished. Please also read the Privacy Act notice on the bottom of the login page. Then log in by entering a login ID and password. Once logged in, you will be brought to the home page. To register a new designation with the office, click Add Service Provider. On this page, provide the required contact information for the service provider for which you would like to designate an agent. As a reminder, related companies that are separate legal entities, such as a parent and subsidiary, are considered separate service providers that must be registered separately. A physical street address is required. P.O. boxes are not permitted without prior approval of the Copyright Office. The telephone number and email address provided here are for Copyright Office use only and will not be visible to the public. On this page and throughout the rest of the registration process, you can click Save to save your progress. If you wish to finish later, you can return to where you left off by going to the home page and clicking on the Edit icon in the Action column of the service provider you wish to complete. Then click the relevant Edit or Add button to navigate to where you left off. For more information about these pages, please see the Managing a Designation tutorial. Once finished entering the service provider's information, click Next to save and proceed to the next step. On this page, provide all alternate names that the public would be likely to use to search for the service provider's designated agent in the office's directory, including all names under which the service provider is doing business, website names and addresses, software application names, and other commonly used names. Alternate names may be added one at a time, in bulk by uploading an Excel file with a list of names or a combination of both. The list of alternate names is also searchable. Once finished, click Next to save and proceed to the designated agent page. Or you can also click Previous to save and go back to the prior step in the registration process. On this page, provide the required contact information for the agent you would like to designate to receive notifications of claimed infringement on behalf of the service provider. When finished, click Next to save and proceed to the next step. This is the preview page which shows all of the service provider and designated agent information you have provided. Here you can review the information for accuracy before completing your submission. If you need to make any changes, use the Previous button to go back and correct any information. When finished, click Next to save and proceed to the next step. This is the Certify and Pay page, which shows what fees are owed. Click on How Fees are Calculated for an explanation of the fee structure. Please read the attestation and click the checkbox to acknowledge that you have read and agreed to the conditions. Then click Submit and proceed to Payment to submit payment through Pay.gov. On Pay.gov, you can choose to pay by withdrawal from a checking or savings account known as ACH, or you can use a debit or credit card. Click Continue and provide the payment information requested. Click Continue and then Submit to submit your payment for processing. This will bring you back to the registration system where a confirmation page will be displayed showing that payment has been submitted. Please note that while credit card payments are typically processed by Pay.gov within a few minutes of being submitted, it will take 7 days to process ACH payments. After payment has been successfully processed, the service provider and designated agent information becomes registered with the Copyright Office and automatically made available to the public in the office's DMCA designated agent directory. You will receive an email confirming successful registration of the designation. To register another service provider's designation, click Home, then Add Service Provider, and repeat the process.